Hi, good afternoon, Mrs. Salva. How are you today?
I'm good, thank you.
Okay, before that, I will introduce myself. My name is Winda. I'm from Poltekkes Kemenkes Yogyakarta. Now, I will give you some information about early detection retinoblastoma using the sekejap method. This information will take about 8 until 10 minutes. Is it okay?
Yes.
So before that, did you know about the retinoblastoma before?
Not yet.
Okay, so I will explain the retinoblastoma. Retinoblastoma is the most common intraocular cancer in children, usually diagnosed before the age of 5. This disease originates from the uncontrolled growth of young retinal cell, or we can call the retinoblasts, which form tumors. The main cause of retinoblastoma is damage or mutation of the RB1 gene located on chromosome 13, which shows function as a tumor suppressor gene or brake to stop retinal cell division. The next is what the sign and symptoms of retinoblastoma. The main sign or most common symptoms is leukocoria or cat eye reflex. Leukocoria is a white or yellowish reflection in the pupil that occurs when a tumor mass blocks the normal red reflection, and is often detected through flash photography. Leukocoria is the result of a solid tumor mass inside the eye that changes the reflection or light from the pupil, which should be red or red reflex to white. This is the picture of the leukocoria, and this one is the normal eye. The second one is strabismus or cross eye. This caused by a tumor in the retina grows and press on the optic nerve or interferes with central vision, causing the eye muscles to lose control of focus. The next is advanced and non-specific symptoms. The first one is vision problems and eye pain. The second is red and swollen eyes. This cause is enlarged tumor can cause inflammation inside the eye, making the eye appear red, swollen, or inflamed without any obvious infection. Third is spontaneous hepema, or blood in the front chamber of the eye or between the iris and cornea. Fourth is secondary glaucoma. A large tumor blocks the flow of eye fluid, causing increased pressure inside the eyeball or glaucoma, which can make the eyeball appear enlarged or buccal-thalamus. The last one is iris color change. The iris of the affected eye may appear to have a different color than the healthy eye, or heterochromia. The next is how to use the sekejap technique correctly. The sekejap method is a simple and practical visual examination that parents can perform at home to detect the most common sign of the retinoblastoma, leukocoria. First is screening preparation. This technique is most effective in a dark or dimly lit room. Use a smartphone camera with an active flash feature. Position: the camera is ideal distance, which is about 3 to 4 meters from the child eye. The second technique is conducting examination. Take the several photos with the flash on, or briefly shine the flashlight into their eyes or sekejap. The key to this method is to observe and compare the reflection that appear in both pupils. The third is interpreting result. Note the color reflected back from the pupil. A normal result is the appearance of a red flag. This red flag indicates that the retina is free of obstruction. Conversely, a warning sign to watch out for is a white reflex or leukocoria. The last technique is follow-up. If a white eye reflex is detected, parents should not delay and should immediately take their child to a pediatric ophthalmologist for a true fundus examination. The sekejap method is an initial screening tool, and only a professional clinical examination can confirm the diagnosis and determine the approved treatment. The next is stage of retinoblastoma. The stage A, very mild, no symptoms are visible to parents. Occasionally, leukorrhea may appear in flash photographs if the tumor happens to be located the visual axis. The stage B, mild leukocoria, is more pronounced and often visible, especially in photographs. The stage C, or moderate leukocoria, becomes more apparent. The eye may begin to squint or start bemus as the tumor damages central vision. Next is stage D, moderate to severe. Leukocoria is dominant and clearly visible. Squinting often occurs. The last stage is stage A, severe. Leukocoria is very pronounced. The eye may enlarge or pupathalamos, become red or inflamed and cause severe pain. So next, the last one is prevention effort. First is routine early detection or secondary prevention. First is routine self-screening at home using the sekejap method. Second is routine examination by healthy workers using a direct ophthalmoscope. You can come to puskesmas or clinic. And next is genetic risk management. First is genetic testing or DNA testing. Second is children with the RB1K mutation must undergo intensive fundus examination every 2 until 4 weeks by a pediatric ophthalmologist from the birth until they pass the critical age. The last prevention is education and awareness raising. Parents should be aware that leukocoria and squint or starbemus are the most common early symptoms. Second is be aware that retinoblastoma is a rapidly developing malignancy and requires immediately referral. So that's all the information can I give to you. To evaluate this your knowledge about the retinoblastoma, I will give you the one question about what do you understand to be the main difference between the normal eye reflection and the retinoblastoma reflection?
Normal is red, like the red reflex. Danger is white or yellowish.
That's a correct answer. So, do you have any question for me or anything?
Yes, I have. My question is, given my father's enucleation, how high is the chance this retinoblastoma is passed to my son?
Because of the family history, your child is high risk or hereditary case, with about 15% chance of inheriting the mutant gene. This is why intensive screening is mandatory. Is it clear?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, maybe that's all for me. So thank you for your attention and good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Thank you for the new knowledge.
Okay, bye.
Bye.